Hello, it's David Wells here. I'm at Footscray Station and I've been here for the last 10 years on an art installation project called Weekly Ticket Footscray. So what I do here is, for the last 10 years, I come here once a week, and because I'm working as an artist, I'm here to respond to the environment, respond to the people, respond to my own feelings, and respond to any creative imaginings that I might have on the particular day that I'm here. I'm also here to, I suppose, open myself up to the experience of being down here at Footscray Station, a place I share with so many different sorts of people, and I've come to the conclusion that there's room for everybody here. The reason why I'm doing this project is it was suggested to me by two friends of mine called Tim Humphrey and Madeline Flynn, and it was to answer the question, which was, what if there was an artwork that was a person installed at Footscray Station instead of perhaps a sculpture? So that was the initial idea, and we didn't know what it would be like having an artist down here working as an artwork, working as a performer at Footscray Station. So the whole thing is very experimental, and over time I think we're trying to answer, I'm still trying to answer that question. Well, it took Tim Humphrey and Madeline Flynn and myself about 7 years to get it up and running. There was a lot of toing and froing politically with the different change of government and different change of circumstances in terms of metro trains. There used to be a different train organisation running the transport here. Then there was, we were liaising with Footscray Community Arts Centre in terms of advice from them as well. But it was a concept that it was an unknown concept, so it was very hard to say, we're going to do this and this is what is going to happen, because it was an experiment. The whole thing was an experiment, and thank goodness it still is. I come here with an open heart. I come here with an open mind. I come here with a sensitivity to the world that's down here. I try and relax and release myself to become intuitive and sensitive to the situation of being down here and being down here with everybody who's here. It's also a great license to come down here and be creative, so to try out things that I enjoy, to try out things that that may lead to discoveries or solutions to artistic questions. It's also a way of being playful. So I come down here to be playful. That's a great expression. And the importance of being playful is really significant in people's lives. So I think the idea of being playful in a public situation has an important role to play in all communities, and for all artists. You really want to make connections to people down here, and at the same time, I don't have an agenda to make an impression on someone, a certain thing. It's very open-ended in that way. It's very free. It's a liberating experience for me coming down here, and I suppose you're providing an artwork to people who didn't necessarily plan on engaging with an artwork. So it's a matter of connecting with who I am, and that may be original, and it may not be original. I mean, the best work down here, the most interesting people down here aren't necessarily me. There's a lot of stuff going on down here. It's fantastic, the way people are, the stories that people walk in with, the stories that they walk onto, the things that they bring in terms of the types of people that are here. There's room for everybody, and there's also room for an artist to be down here. I think one thing for me especially that is important is having fun. I think we're experts at that when we're young, and somehow along the way we get a little bit too serious. And one great thing about Weekly Ticket is, for me, is that I come down here and I do open up the possibility of fun. Fun for me, fun for other people. I talked about being playful earlier, that's important. But I think it's also, I'm engaging with the sky and the clouds and the station and the trains and the shifting energy that's happening, the colours, the light, the birds. A lot of birds down here. And I'm also engaging with my own imagination and hopefully other people's imaginations as well, whatever that might mean. Sometimes we possibly meet in the poetic world of, there's a guy with a chair, what's he doing? And maybe that's encouraging people to be curious, giving people the opportunity to ask questions. So you're engaging with people in all different sorts of ways, and that can change depending on the situation, of course. So there's people down here I've got to know really well, there's people I meet immediately and we have a great connection. There's people who are very good at ignoring me, and that's fine as well. I mean, I don't come here to engage with everybody. I come here to be accessible to people, but I don't force myself upon people. I'm not intimidating. I really work at being that. It's a public space, we're all sharing this space together, so I'm very respectful of not interfering with people's sense of safety or well-being in that way. I mean, it's easier when I'm down here with another person because people think one person might be seen as really unusual with a chair, two people, definitely an artwork.